Selective Service Card, VIVE 9528. This is a selective service card, commonly referred to as the draft card. And this was issued to Stephen M. Wright, and he's from Massachusetts. I'm looking at the date, and this was issued in 1971. There's a lot of history in the issuing date. 1971, this individual, Wright, sat between 1969 and 1973. In 1969, the United States government went into the lottery, started the lottery. In 1973, the draft ended. So I tell people this person was sitting in between these paramount years. During that time frame, men of certain ages had to register for the draft. Between 64 and 65, you had this outbreak of draft burning or draft card mutilation. Several people were prosecuted for doing this. There was a case that went before the Supreme Court. The argument was that burning the draft cards was not unconstitutional. It was not against the federal government because it was an issue of freedom of speech. The Supreme Court ruled against this interpretation. Now, going back to the lottery, 1969, the lottery was not perfect. It was discovered that there was a high preponderance of certain areas being called up. Selective Services now realized they made a mistake. They were leaving who went in the hands of the local draft board. That was a mistake. If they didn't like you or whatever, you were going to be drafted. The draft board now realizes it should have been on a federal level in that the same rules would apply to everyone. So if you were going to this draft board and you were dating someone's daughter, let's say, and they didn't like you, you got drafted.